Hello everyone, welcome to this series on literary terms and theories. And in this video, we are going to discuss Alexandrianism. Introduction. Alexandrianism refers to the literary works, styles, and critical principles associated with the Alexandrian writers who flourished between approximately 321 and 30 BCE. This period, falling within the Hellenistic era, witnessed the ascendancy of Alexandria as a cultural and intellectual hub following the conquests of Alexander the Great. The city of Alexandria in Egypt became a beacon of learning and creativity, housing the great library of Alexandria, which attracted scholars, poets, and writers from across the Hellenistic world. The literary output of this period was characterized by a distinctive blend of erudition, ornateness, and often obscurity, reflecting the complex interplay of influences and the intellectual rigor that defined Alexandrianism. The main forms of Alexandrian literature. The Alexandrian writers were versatile, engaging in a variety of literary forms. Among the most prominent were the elegy, epigram, epyllion, lyric poetry, and drama. Each of these forms had its unique characteristics and conventions, but they also shared common threads that linked them to the broader Alexandrian aesthetic. Elegy. Elegy in Alexandrian literature was often imbued with a deep sense of personal reflection and emotional intensity. Unlike the earlier Greek elegy, which was typically associated with themes of war and public life, Alexandrian elegy tended to be more introspective and sophisticated. Callimachus, one of the most famous Alexandrian poets, exemplifies this form in his elegies. His work, Aitia or Causes, is a collection of elegiac poems that explores the origins of various customs and traditions. Callimachus's elegies are known for their learned references and intricate style, blending mythological allusions with personal reflections. Epigram. The epigram was another favored form among Alexandrian poets. These short, witty, and often poignant poems were crafted with meticulous care, designated to encapsulate a moment or a thought in a concise and impactful manner. The poet Asclepiades of Samos is renowned for his epigrams. His poem He is Gone epitomizes the Alexandrian epigram's emotional depth and brevity. He is gone, but to what fate? His tomb is unmarked. Tell me, you winds that blow in the Adriatic, do you bear any word of him? Asclepiades' ability to evoke profound sorrow and mystery in just a few lines demonstrates the power of the epigrammatic form in Alexandrian literature. Epyllion. The epyllion or little epic was a short narrative poem that retained many of the features of the epic form but focused on more limited, often mythological subjects. The epyllion allowed for a more concentrated and detailed exploration of its themes, often incorporating elaborate descriptions and a highly polished style. One of the most notable examples is the Hecale by Callimachus, which tells the story of Theseus and the old woman Hecale, who offers him hospitality. The poem is celebrated for its vivid characterizations and rich, detailed imagery. Lyric poetry. Lyric poetry in the Alexandrian tradition continued the legacy of earlier Greek lyricists, but with a distinctively Hellenistic flavor. These poems were often marked by their musicality, emotional depth, and personal expression. Theocritus, another prominent Alexandrian poet, is best known for his Idylls, which are pastoral poems that depict the lives of shepherds and rural life. His Idyll 1 begins with a musical contest between two shepherds, Thyrsis and a goatherd, lending lyrical beauty with bucolic themes. Where were ye nymphs when Daphnis pined? Ye were in Peneus' lovely glen, or on Pindus' steep. Theocritus' idyls are noted for their elegant simplicity and evocative portrayal of nature and human emotion. Drama. Although less prominent than other forms, drama was also an important aspect of Alexandrian literature. The dramatic works of this period often reflected the same qualities of ornateness and complexity found in other genres. An example of Alexandrian drama is the mime Herodas by Herodas. These memes were short, comedic scenes that often depicted everyday life with a humorous twist. Herodas's mime 1, for instance, portrays a woman's visit to a witch to seek a love charm, blending realism with comic elements and providing a window into the social life of the period. Ornateness and obscurity in Alexandrian literature. A hallmark of Alexandrian literature was its ornateness and at times obscurity. This stylistic complexity was not merely a matter of aesthetic preference but reflected deeper intellectual currents of the Hellenistic age. The Alexandrian writers were deeply engaged with the literary and philosophical traditions that preceded them, and their works often exhibited a dense interweaving of allusions, references, and learned commentary. Ornateness. The ornateness of Alexandrian literature manifested in various ways, including elaborate metaphors, intricate wordplay, and a highly polished poetic form. The poets and writers of Alexandria prided themselves on their technical mastery and their ability to manipulate language to achieve subtle effects. This ornateness was often used to evoke a sense of grandeur, beauty, and intellectual sophistication, aligning the literary works with the broader cultural achievements of the Hellenistic period. For example, Callimachus's hymn to Zeus showcases elaborate metaphors and a refined style. O child of Kronos, who is it that forged thee in gold? As thou sittest upon the high-arched throne of heaven and thunderest over the earth. Obscurity. Obscurity, another characteristic of Alexandrian literature, can be understood as a byproduct of writers' erudition and their engagement with complex themes and ideas. The dense allusions and intricate structures of their works sometimes rendered them challenging for contemporary audiences, requiring a high level of literary and cultural knowledge to fully appreciate. This obscurity was not merely a barrier to understanding but also a way of signaling the elite nature of the literary culture, distinguishing those who could penetrate its depths from those who could not. The poet Lycophron's Alexandria is a prime example, known for its enigmatic and cryptic style, filled with obscure references and intricate wordplay, making it a challenging text for readers both ancient and modern. Conclusion. In conclusion, Alexandrianism represents a unique and influential chapter in the history of literature. The writers of Alexandria, working in a vibrant and intellectually charged environment, produced works that were characterized by their diversity of forms, their ornateness, and their occasional obscurity. Through their elegies, epigrams, epilia, lyric poems, and dramas, they left a lasting legacy that continued to influence subsequent literary traditions. Alexandrian literature stands as a testament to the richness and complexity of the Hellenistic cultural and intellectual milieu, offering a window into a world where art and scholarship were deeply intertwined. So this was the discussion on the term Alexandrianism. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other term. Until then, goodbye and thank you.